How to download information faster. The traditional way of learning is sitting in a classroom and being taught by an expert in the field, or sitting in the library flipping pages in a book while scribbling down notes. But the process can be tedious, mentally exhausting, plus time-consuming. And I bet you agree that going through heaps of texts may not be the most interesting thing to do, especially if you're not passionate about that subject. So, how can we make the process more exciting and easier? Well, neuroscience studies have helped us establish ways of developing effective means of studying. So whether you're learning for an upcoming exam or just need additional knowledge to boost your career, then you need to watch this video till the end. So, welcome to Practical Wisdom, and on this channel we love sharing information, tips, and tricks to help you take your game to the next level. So subscribe if you're new here, and give this video a big thumbs up for that good old YouTube algorithm. Now, let's look at these scientifically proven ways to download information faster into our brains. The first tip on our list is previewing. Scientists recommend that you should first start off by previewing the text. The same way you would watch a movie trailer to know what it entails before watching it is the same way you need to preview the text before reading it. This will enable you to gain a better understanding of the content before getting into it. To preview content well, flip through the book or scan the text, paying attention to the headlines, or anything that's highlighted in bold or another font. Read the introduction or the summary if available. In our goal to download information faster into our brain, this is the first and most important step. Number 2. Plan the reading system. Once you've previewed the document, the next step is to plan the attack strategy. By using a strategic approach, you can successfully digest the content and material. Start by determining your goals. What is the core achievement you wish to make by completing the reading or studying session? Write down a couple of questions that you would want to have the capacity to answer after studying or reading. For example, if your goal of reading a particular book is to understand the role of women in ancient Roman empires, then you may not necessarily need to read the whole book, but a section with the content you need. Your reading system should also be based on the material type. For example, if you are reading dense scientific content, then you will probably have to read the core content more intensely than you would a fictional novel. You see, the reading system is extremely important in downloading information faster. Number 3. Be mindful. If you want to have the awesome ability of not only understanding, but reading quickly, you will need plenty of concentration and focus. To do this, reduce the noises around you, stay away from distractions, and be mindful of where your thoughts are wandering off to. If you notice that you're thinking of what you'll have for dinner, rather than paying attention to the text in front of you, find ways of bringing your mind back. Many people often read a passage, only to go back and reread the same text over and over again. Tim Ferriss described this habit as regression. It slows down your ability to study or read effectively and wastes a lot of time. If you're keen while reading, you'll be able to detect what you don't understand in a particular segment, which will enable you to save time by moving on to the next one. Number 4. Don't read every word or section. To download information faster, you don't have to read everything. Many people scan text in 1.5-inch chunks, about 3 to 5 words per block, based on the text type and font size. Instead of reading words individually, scan through the text in chunks moving from one chunk to another. This is effective with chunks of text that don't really require much reasoning and effort to understand. To effectively use this strategy, take advantage of peripheral vision to speed up your scanning pace from the beginning to the end of a line. You can also use your finger or pen to scroll as you scan the text. Also, avoid subvocalizing, which is the process of internally reading out each word, which can really slow you down. Plus, reading selective sections allows you to focus more time on the most important points. Number 5. Take notes and create summaries. Many people love to type notes on their tablets, phones, or laptops during conferences in a bid to help them learn better. However, this has been researched, and the findings indicate that it's not very effective note-taking practice. To speed up learning, ditch the modern way and go the old-fashioned means of pen and paper. Research findings indicate that people who use pen and paper retain more information at a faster rate than others. Using your hand to rewrite notes fosters better comprehension and a higher retention rate. Once you're done studying or reading, it shouldn't end there. The next step is to create a summarized version of what you've read. Write down a couple of sentences about what you've just studied. By taking the time to do this, you'll be solidifying the material in your brain and have higher chances of recalling it all later on. Additionally, you can also find someone and explain to them what you have learned. Number 6. Implement effective note-taking skills. To achieve your goal of downloading info to your brain and learning faster, you need better note-taking skills. Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts here. By learning note-taking skills, you will be able to gain better understanding, remember concepts, and acquire effective learning strategies. Before delving into learning something new, take the time to learn note-taking. And one of the most effective strategies is the Cornell method, which I'll be teaching you now. The Cornell method involves listening and taking summarized notes in a simplified manner within your own words, rereading the not right after writing it down, leaving spaces to be filled in later under main points and ideas for commentary purposes, taking notes in abbreviations. They don't need to make sense to anyone else other than you. This will save you a lot of time. Writing in a readable format, writing only the important information and leaving out trivial sections. Stay organized. Know where notes for each subject are by properly labeling the content. Avoid mixing different concepts in one piece of paper. And finally, store your notes well for future reference. Number 7. Practice timed runs. Breaks, breaks, breaks. Take as many breaks in between the learning process to avoid information overload. Have a timer set to alert you when you need to take a break. Ever wondered why students start zoning out after an hour of lecture time? Information overload is the main reason behind this. There's only so much information you can take at a go. The learning process starts when the brain sends signals to the sensory receptors, informing them to save the information acquired. Overworking the brain leads to stress, which prevents it from effectively sending the signals. Also, when you feel anxious or overwhelmed, the brain completely shuts down. The memory banks no longer work, making it impossible to focus and learn new things. Whenever you notice it's taking longer to read, stop what you're doing and take a break. It will reduce fatigue and enable refocusing. Number 8. Distributed sessions. Have short, well-spaced out study sessions over a topic within a given period of time. This will promote learning in a better and faster way. The best way to do this is by approaching your study requirements early in good time. If you're planning for an examination, start studying at least 3 to 6 months in advance. By doing this, you will have enough time to plan study sessions with substantial time breaks in between. You can start by studying once every week, then twice a week, and gradually change this as your needs and time frame changes. This will prevent you from having cramming sessions that are often ineffective in creating long-term memory storage. Most people only read a few days before an exam, which creates a short-term memory storage of the information. Number 9. Try out mnemonic devices. Mnemonic devices assist in learning through creation of patterns of sounds or letters, or any other associations that will guide you through the learning process. An example of a great and popular device is the alphabet song we learned in kindergarten. The songs helped us understand the alphabet better, and it's engraved in our minds forever. Mnemonics are especially useful to students trying to learn a new language, or those in law or med school. If you have to memorize large amounts of data, then mnemonics will really come in handy. Mnemonics have been proven to be one of the most effective ways of storing and retrieving information in your brain. It literally creates a file that can be easily retrieved and put back into your mind. Number 10. Take care of your body. There's a strong connection between learning and the state of your body. To promote better learning, ensure you hydrate often, eat well, and have enough sleep. Studies show that deep sleep strengthens memory storage if the sleep is done within 12 hours of studying. The sooner you sleep after studying, the more effective you will store the information for longer. So get more sleep to facilitate a faster learning process. Water keeps our bodies performing optimally. By hydrating, we're empowering our body's cognitive abilities. Studies show that students who take water to the examination rooms perform better than those who don't, or without enough water, the brain works harder than normal. As you study, it's advisable to take a minimum of 2 liters of water a day if you can. Also, add some mint to your water or take some mint tea. Mint has been proven to increase mental capacity. Number 11. Study in many ways. By learning in many ways, you use more parts of the brain to store the information about a topic. This process makes the knowledge acquired more interconnected and essentially better embedded in your brain. It enables you to learn the subject in depth and not simply memorize it. You can easily do this by learning using different media. This can include podcasts, video, audiobooks, or reading notes of a particular subject. Number 12. Make connections. Relating a concept you've just learned to something you already knew makes learning much faster. The book Make It Stick states that many studying methods are not productive, as they often develop an illusion of mastery, but soon enough the information disappears from the brain. Memory plays the key role in carrying out cognitive tasks such as making decisions, to mitigate problems encountered, or answering questions in an examination, or even drawing inferences from information already known. By creating avenues to merge information that is already known with new information, you will make understanding faster. The founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, says he swears by this method of learning. He says knowledge is a semantic tree. To understand something, make sure you understand the core principles, which is the tree, then go into the branches, then the leaves. By connecting the old and the new, you're creating hooks where the new information hangs. Number 13. Take random quizzes. To really test your knowledge and understanding, take a short quiz. Go through the context of what you were reading and create short questions around it. Try answering the questions and take note of the sections where you stutter. By doing this, you'll be able to establish whether the reading process was effective. Go back and reread topics whose questions you stumbled before finding answers. To make it even more fun, get someone to ask you the questions. Well guys, there you have it. If you're still here, I bet you've enjoyed the video. We create informative content every other week, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up too and let me know your thoughts in the comments. So have a great day and see you in the next one.